Oh yeah, we've got a bit of pride there.
On a march.
I wasn't really in the mood of sitting next to him. It gets ever so miserable. Right, so we're in Edinburgh. We've just got to head on back down the Tweed bank, and that will be where we get our taxi, and that'll be down Kirk Yetholm. We're going to stay in Kirk Yetholm for the night. I hope you can hear me, because the trains are a little bit noisy, aren't they? Time's at home. 1:45 in the morning. We've just arrived at. Ow! For God's sake! Oh, I can't be fucking. Right, it is 20 to 7, and we're going to be leaving in about 20 minutes. Headed straight towards the chariots. This was our first night, so we didn't want to rush straight up onto the hills and start the trail. We thought we'd give it a break before we moved on, but and I've had such a crap night's kip. We'll pack up, finish my brew, and let's go.
Morning. So this is officially day one, and we didn't get here till 12:30 last night. It was a bit of an eventful journey with a few train delays and transfers and stuff like that, and then we had to get a taxi here, and 2 people dived in and sort of shotgunned with us, but brought the price down by about 20 quid, which wasn't too bad. It's bloody cold this morning. I'm blooming freezing. I was quite cold last night as well, actually, so I'm a little bit worried that if it gets any colder than this, I'm going to be suffering a little bit, I think. I was on the old foam mat last night, and to be honest with you, it wasn't that bad. It was alright, so I think I should be okay for the rest of the trip. William's next door to me. So we're looking at getting on the road for about 7 AM. Coffee, sort myself out, and then we're going to get moving. This morning's breakfast. And an instant coffee.
Right, we're leaving the first campsite now, and we are officially on the trail. First day. Well, no, we're not on the trail yet. We've got a mile to walk before we get on the trail. But cracks it on.
It's cracking. The original quest.
This is what I'm like.
Never really knew any water. State of mind. Probably why. Hey, he's got crop off his feet like you.
It's not the end for us. This It's the start.
Just the beginning. We won't be this happy later on, by the way. We'll be crying.
Right. Upwards and onwards.
Up and on.
Well done, mate. We've nearly done 1/4 mile.
Is that all?
Well, I wouldn't even say we've done that. Hello, shorty. I love his little stumpy legs.
I know.
Seriously, mate, that's grim. Oh,
It's
what?
like buckets of... They've died in birthing, haven't they? That one's got a
man,
baby
that
in
one.
it.
Oh, I can't. Nah, man.
Well, this is the reality, mate, of the old meat industry.
Yeah, but I've got a thing about my food, man. Straight up the hill. We are going. Oh, low level. We're at a low level. Right, so after you've come a couple of miles up the lane on the low, you get halfway through and you will come across a sign just after the barnyard, and there we have it. So we're about 3.5 miles, 4 miles from Kirk Yetholm, the valley in the distance. So we came from down there, which then leads you back to Kirk Yetholm. What a stunning view. Looks like today we've picked an absolutely glorious day to start this, the start of the Pennine way. It's just a case of do we go on to the Chivets, which is up there. But, you know, we've got a time to stick to, so I don't think we'll be able to go up to the Chivets. Would have been nice too, but, you know, wives insist we must make it to a certain destination. You alright, mate? You worried you're going to go head first? I reckon you should do it for the camera. Go on, just dive in. Flat face. Face plant? Ooh. Oh my god, you're so boring. The refuge hut. We're heading up there. So we've just come up from, or down from there, all the way around. This is a little bit of shelter. We can have a nice brew or something to eat. Seven and a half miles in, I thought we'd stop off in the hut that everybody does. Got this beautiful view. And you got Aaron, that's ready to go straight up there. You looking forward to that?
Yeah, really.
It doesn't sound like it is.
Forward to it. We've just come out the mountain hut now. We're just heading up this nasty thing here, and then we'll be up in the clouds. I think it's looking quite claggy. Just had a brew, something to eat. It's about 12 o'clock now, so been doing all right for time. We haven't really been slacking, so it's nice just to have sort of half an hour, rest your feet, just recharge a little bit.
So the hut is down over there somewhere. As you can see, I'm in the clag now, but it's man, that hill's horrible. I still didn't finish it. False summits, crack on.
All I can say was that was an absolute motherfucker. That was one of the most brutal ascents I've done ever. So just wait for Phil now. I mean, I must have killed him as well. He's quite a way behind. I'm glad of the rest, in all fairness.
That is a hill to me that whispers nothing but bullshit. That was shit, weren't it?
That was awful.
If you're coming up from that hut, that shed, that lovely boudoir, and you hit the trail going south on the Pennine, oh my God. That hill is so short and so small, it's going to be so easy to get up. It looks massive, but honestly it's not. It's not, it's just really small. And I think you could probably nail it in probably 10, 15 minutes. I'm full of shit. That was horrible. What a horrible track. So I think we've come from over here today. And we are heading that away. Seriously, really, it's starting to wear thin now. How are you feeling?
Mother, that's a long old stretch, that. Long old stretch. Relentless. That is a long 6 miles. Yeah. So the shill going southbound is a bit of a motherfucker, isn't it, Phil? No, we're going south, aren't we? Yeah. Oh. Have a quick 5, quick drink, and I think we'll crack on. We've done the page on the map almost.
Anyway, We are now just getting to Windy Gyle. Still first day. We're going to head off from here and continue along the trail until it chucks it down and we go and run under our tents, bivvies, bags, whatever's. Windy Gyle.
Just on the top of Windy Gyle. It's a relentless route though coming up here. Relentless. Take 5 and then crack on again, I think.
Full 360 of Windy Gyle. There's nothing. It's Byrness. It is an awesome view, isn't it? It's wicked, man. Yeah, I like that. I'm feeling absolutely exhausted today. But that's a sight for sore eyes. Time to sit down and have a brew. It's relentless. But it's nice. Oh, it's cold outside now. Another shed. As you can see, the weather's changed for the worse. And the rain is coming down. Big man's on his way up. It's been an absolutely exhausting day. I think we've got a couple more, maybe a couple more hours till we get to another village. The time is 5:48. The aim is Byrness. We went like a couple of miles away, so we're gonna aim from there. We've come from all the way from Kirk Yetholm, so we should make it there today. Ooh, feet are sore. Yeah, been a bit of a toughie. You alright, brother?
Living the dream.
Liar. Oh, today has been one of the hardest. So we left Kirk at home about 7:15 this morning from the one and only campsite, and man, this journey's horrible. This is probably the worst part of the trail. It's shite.
I need to take these trousers off, they're cooking me.
So mate, you've got a nice place to keep down here.
So, I haven't done many videos today because it's been painful. And that's using that word lightly. It's now 9:30. We're in a church in Byrness. And we haven't really stopped all day except for lunch. I think we've had a couple of 5-minute breaks, but so we've been walking 14 hours now. So I think it's time for a rest. I think we've done over 30 miles. Yeah, but yeah. So we're just we're in a church, brewing up, having some scoff, and then we're going to pitch up in the back and hopefully get our heads down.
Right, let's take you quickly through the map. We started just on the other side of the river. This is where we were in the camping and caravan park. We went all the way over to Kirk Yetholm. Just about there is the pub. Now we followed the trail up to about here, which is where you see those sheep that have kind of passed away during childbirth, I should think. We then followed the low path all the way down till we met another sign which started to take us up on the hills. and then we followed the hill up onto the chariots. So not the full chariots, but just up on the hills, and then we met the chariots. Moved along, up and over this peak, down this swing, along here, and I think this is roughly where the barn is, or the shed. After this we started going uphill. That is a real nasty one. I know I kind of lied during the video, but yeah. Now you come up to the top where you make a choice. You can either carry on up to the chariots, or you can continue along the path taking you towards Windy Guile. So you continue along the path. This is a horrible pathway. It's just big broad stones that are nailing your heels every time. You continue along that for miles and miles and miles until you get to Windy Guile. That's where we sat and had 5 minutes. And then we continued on, and I think at some point you need to like make out, I think where is it? There you go, across the border at some point. Anyway, you continue on. Right, anyway, you continue following on the hill, and then you cross the border. I think it's around about here. It's just signified by a gate and 2 paths that go off in 2 different directions. So anyway, you carry on going over the hill. This is not too bad actually. Some of it's quite grassy and kind of easy to travel across. And then this is where it starts to get a little bit hazy. I believe it might be around here that the other shed is. I ain't too sure. Anyway, we carried on, and this is where it kind of starts to go downhill. So as you go downhill, it's kind of not too bad. You're still on the rocks for a while, and then you hit a point where you go completely straight downhill. I think that's where it was. Yeah. So we come down here. We didn't come down further up. I think we may have come down further up, because we stayed in this church in Byrness. I believe it was there anyway. So we came down. I think you could have either have a choice where you could go along the tracks and work your way down. We did at one point. I think we came down to there and then worked our way through the forest to the church where we stayed for one night. And it's Aaron's right, one night. Nice. Anyway, that is where we got to, and that is where we are now. Well, today has been an absolutely shocking day. So yeah, we've come from Kirk Yetholm to Byrness. It's just been an absolutely pants day, absolutely raining. Oh, the wind. And to top it all, the actual trail is horrendous. It's just a shit day. So we are signing off for tonight. We are literally camped out beside a church. So you'll see that in the morning. But for now, I'm hitting the sack because it's been a pants day. It's time to go to bed. See you later.